Good afternoon. My name is Terry Morgan. Thank you for giving me just a couple minutes to explain my Tai Chi program for veterans and to give you a little bit of an idea, something about my background and what I hope this program will develop into. All right, so there are two parts to the program. One part is classes, and the other part is events. So I'm going to talk about the classes first, and then I'll talk about the events. Classes, on a regular basis, have a highly beneficial effect, right? We can talk about that at length. I've written about it. You get up, you do something, I'm moving, all right, I'm good. All right, now, one of the things that happens, and I hope you have continued to listen to me, because one of the things that happens is that folks that are teaching Tai Chi are teaching very often from a perspective strictly of the health benefit. Now, my background is 40 years, that's not 4, that's 40 years of study and practice. I am a 3-time international Tai Chi champion. I competed regularly for about 10, 12 years, and then I switched to judging. So I don't teach how to wave your hands in the air unless it matters, okay? And I'm going to give you an example of that directly, and then I can talk about this quite a bit. All right, one exercise that we see frequently is this one. This is called cloud hands, and the way that I'm doing this in particular is from Yang style. All right, and it should look light, and it should have the quality of floating, and it should be fluid, yeah. There's also a quality of substance that needs to be there. That was not there when I just did this. I'm going to do this empty again. All right, just a nice float the hands. It looks pretty. Okay, now, a little bit more substance. I don't know that you can see that clearly on the video. You would be able to see it and feel it in person. What's missing in part of the instruction, and I'm going to show this, right? So we're here. This hand goes across and comes down, right? There are 4 applications in that one move. Ward off, press, pull down, and push. Here, ward off. Go away. Press. You didn't go away. I'm going to keep I'm going to keep pressing. Right? Now I'm going to turn over. Pull down. That's obvious, right? All right. And then this one is push. And yes, I was in a horse stance. So little more work, yeah? And this is my point. Particularly if you're a vet. You know way more about most of this stuff than I do. All right? When it comes to applications and when it comes to... But I will guarantee you that unless you've studied equal to mine, you do not understand Tai Chi principles. All right? So, come on down. For class, we want to work to what is authentic Tai Chi. Relax the mind, relax the body. Absolutely. Open the mind. Use the breath. Connect the breath and the movement. Work all through the entire body. We have an expression, when one part moves, all parts move. When one part is still, all parts are still. That means everything's moving. You're not standing still. So, very excellent internal organ massage. Also, very excellent because of the breath work that we're doing. So, using the breath to work with the movement. And again, I could talk quite at length about this. The second part that I wanted to talk about just now is this idea of having events. And I introduced it with the concept, with the idea that I introduced myself. I'm a 3-time international champion. I went to events. Events are fun. There's tons of social interaction to be had. Everybody's there for a common thing, right? We're going to go practice together. We're going to go, maybe we're going to learn something. Maybe we're going to compete against each other. We get trophies. We get medals. I got trophies. I got medals. I got lots of trophies and medals. A couple of trophies, actually. Those flags back there, trophies. So we have an opportunity to create something that will give people something to go and do when we can all get back out to going and doing it. And we can do this online. There's the classes that I'm talking about can be online. Right? Once we can get back out to doing things, everybody all together at the same time, we can have some events. And in fact, my plan is to have an event right about this time next year, outdoors, right? With at least 2 or 3 different groups that I know about right now that'd be willing to compete with each other and to help put this all together. So I would invite anyone who has an interest in what I'm trying to do to reach out to me. I am going to be reaching out to all kinds of folks. I'm also looking for people who would want to make this happen. All right, that means particularly I'm looking for veterans who would be willing to initially volunteer. And I know that's a bad word. I know. I've learned a few things, right? I know it's a bad word, but willing to volunteer to help me get this off the ground. And anything that you might be able to do, I'd be more than happy to receive. I'd appreciate it so much. Anyway, I thank you for giving me the time today. I will let you know what happens.